In preparation for implementing your ERP software, we recommend a few things for you to be successful. One, document your current processes and workflows. That allows you to be able to let RKL know what's working well today and what may need improvement. Identify the core team members that are going to be working on the project so that we know who is responsible for what deliverables and who we need to contact should we have any questions. Also provide any example reporting documents that allows you to be successful in letting us know what you may need to show your business or be able to pull out of the software once the software is implemented.
And then finally, we need to emphasize time. We need you to be able to set time aside in your schedule. You're going to have working calls, you're going to have status calls, and then you're also going to need time throughout the week to reinforce what we've kind of gone over. I like to think of math class in elementary school. Why do we get homework every day? To reinforce what we learned so that by the time the test comes around, we know what we're doing and we're not cramming the last minute. So I found a key to a major success in that is to take the time to have the classes, and then after we do the training, go back and do what we did, start with the testing right away. That will make for a smoother transition as we walk through this process together.
Here at RKL eSolutions, we recommend that an implementation take anywhere from 12 to 16 weeks. This is dependent on a few factors. One, that we manage scope effectively, and how we can manage that is the team and the resources here we use at RKL eSolutions. Also, what comes into play with that is the preparation done on your side. We always like to tell customers to prepare for the implementation that is coming. If you prepare properly, the implementation should go well, should go efficiently, and should be as smooth as possible. Now, some things can impact our timeline, things like customizations, add-ons, if we are not managing scope. These are all things that we try to stay ahead of, and we can manage in a positive way should they come up early on in the project. But this is something that we like to call out early to avoid frustration later on.
One question we often get asked is, how can we complete this implementation without disrupting our everyday work? So with an implementation, what we're going to find is that there's going to be peaks and valleys and time requirements that we're going to be asking for you. So as we discussed earlier, we want to make sure that we plan accordingly. And if we do that, that's going to help lessen the burden. So I personally find that by having the working sessions that we schedule, also having time set aside where you as a team can work. A lot of the times I like you to work in a conference room where you can work together, shut the door, don't be disturbed. Work with your implementation team to make sure everything happens. If you set a little bit of time each day and get that on your calendar, then it becomes a very, very smooth transition and workable process for you without hindering your day job. Because the things that we do look at, we're going to ask you up front in our risk assessment. What vacations do we have? How long does your current month close take? And we can work around that to have those be kind of the lighter times in which we're asking you to devote time to that. So we'll work with you to make that happen.
In order to make sure your project stays on budget, on task, and on time, we want to recommend that you set aside the proper time and resources to handle this project. Utilize the tools and the team here at RKL eSolutions to help you stay on task and on time. Where we see projects go sideways are lack of commitment, lack of managing scope, lack of proper team identification on your side. When these all add up on an implementation project, they can have very negative impacts to budget, to time, and to the overall success of the implementation. So staying ahead of these and utilizing the tools and the resources we recommend and put in place for you will help you stay on task and on budget rather than be frustrations and pitfalls later on.
All right, so what happens next? Well, thank you very much for signing on with RKL eSolutions. Our next steps, we're going to set up a kickoff call where you'll meet the team that you're going to work with. And what I really want to encourage you to do is have fun. We're going to ask you, what are you most excited about and what are you most concerned about? We're going to really work to make that excitement last throughout this project. We're not boring people. We love what we do. Hopefully you'll love it as well. We love to get to know you. We love to work with you and hopefully continue this partnership throughout. There's a lot of work that's going to be done in a short amount of time. We truly enjoy what we do and we want you to enjoy it as well. And remember, at RKL, we are your partner for life.